What's up, everybody? So to kind of stray away from my driving rants, I wanted to make this video to kind of promote healthy habits. So I've been reading this book called How to Eat to Live, and kind of why I've been reading this book is because of this show called The Boondocks. It's kind of more of an anime, but in the book, in season 2, I believe, this boy, I believe he's like a proclaimed freedom fighter, and in season 2, in one of the episodes, his grandpa, who has custody of him, opened this restaurant, and in the restaurant it was like making like people food with like really bad food, like covered in bacon and stuff like that, like just crazy ridiculous food that like makes you fat and stuff like that after you're model skinny. And so in this episode he shows this book to one of the cooks, and the cook just like kind of ran out and stuff, and and then the grandpa, he was like, why did he leave? Like, we need him, like, because this food is so addicting. Like, there were so many people that were coming in, and like they needed the cooks and everything like that. So he shows him, he's like, what's behind your back? Like, and then Huey Friedman shows him this book, How to Eat to Live. So and then I went on this website. It's called Goodreads, and it's kind of like it gives reviews on books. And it was giving a review on this book, and it was saying this person commented. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, but they commented. They're like, "Oh, the only reason why I was reading this book is because of the Boondocks," and I'm like thinking that's the only reason why I was reading this book. But not only that, to be more mindful of what I'm eating and what I'm intaking and stuff like that. Why I'm kind of on this like little search or whatever, like little kick thing, is because like I feel like at a very young age in my younger lifetime that I put my body through a whole lot and didn't care what I put in my body. So, and the last couple of years I lived alone, and I had this mindset of like, why would I cook for myself if it's just me? Like, I'm not gonna cook for myself and put things in Tupperware and put them in the fridge. Like, I'm not that much of an adult. Like, don't get me wrong. So I would just like put a frozen burrito in the microwave and I'm good to go, right? No, because like I want to, you know, live a little bit and stuff. Like, I still haven't seen everything, and whatever, and to also like prevent diseases and like heart disease and heart failure and like diabetes and stuff like that. Like, I don't want those things. And those are the types of things that run in my family. So in this book, it's Muslim based, but like as I said before, like it's very insightful. And the person that wrote it, Elijah Mohammed, it is very knowledgeable of what he's talking about, and and so he's talking about like foods that we should be eating, foods that we shouldn't be eating, like we should be only eating once a day, like things that are bad for our digestive system, even though they might be nutritional, the foods that are bad for us or stuff like that. So, and then it was, saying about eating once a day. And he was saying that like eating once a day is gonna help you save money and stuff like that. So the other day I went to the neighborhood Walmart to look for frozen yogurt, and I was thinking that frozen yogurt is gonna be more healthy than actual ice cream. So I looked up and down the aisles and there was no frozen yogurt. Do not go to neighborhood Walmart if you're looking for frozen yogurt. You won't find it. So I was like, while I'm here, let me just look on the back of the nutrition facts for on actual ice cream. And ice cream has like so much sodium, so many grams of sugar, like in for just like a little pint of ice cream. So I'm just like, I don't feel like this is what I want to be putting in my body right now. So I'm gonna go home and eat an apple. I didn't even eat an apple, I just went to bed. But so yeah, like I'm just trying to do research and kind of gain knowledge of like things that I should be eating and things that I shouldn't be eating, whether it be in like some kind of religious based book or whether it be on a website. So I spend a lot of my time on the internet, like whether it be, just hanging around or whether it be at work. Like I spend a lot of time googling things into trying to gain information and stuff like that, like just about like all other Americans and other people in the planet Earth. So so I found this website, and I heard about them before, the American Heart Association. I almost forgot what they were called, but the American Heart Association. I actually was doing a fundraiser with them or through them or whatever, and at a younger age, and like I won this like glow in the dark jump rope. It was so cool. And so on that website they have like a lot of cool healthy recipes and everything like that. And like and then like you would click on the recipe and it wouldn't be that specific recipe, it would be like these other recipes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just give me a whole bunch of recipes with avocados and I'll be happy, because I love eating avocados. I'll eat them every day. So I still don't know like what I'm supposed to be eating. Like earlier this afternoon, evening, whatever, like I started getting a headache, and usually when I get a headache is when my body's telling me like hey, I need to eat. Like that's usually why I get headaches. So I was getting a headache, and then I went to Taco Bell, and I was like, I googled the nutrition facts for a Mexican pizza, and like the Mexican pizza has like a whole lot of sodium, and I still don't understand how much sodium that we should or should not be taking as Americans. So I googled that too, and it was like 2,000 something milligrams, and like it was, I think it was saying in How to Eat to Live book that like most Americans take intake more of the prescribed amount of sodium than we should be taking. Um, so I was just like, I don't know, like if I should be intaking some sodium or if I shouldn't be taking. And I know like a lot of foods have, whether they're sweet or salty foods, they have both sodium and a little bit of sugar in both sweet and salty foods. So, like, I have no idea what I need to eat. I was just like, even like going out to eat, like I have no idea, like I can't eat anything. Like I have like celery in my crisper drawer, and I'm just like thinking like maybe that's all I need to eat is like celery and apples like for the rest of my life or whatever. So so if you have any suggestions or anything that you think that, oh, my story about how it was saying that you should be eating once a day, that it would save you money and everything. So I was like, with the ice cream, like it would save you money if you just don't eat ice cream. I know, I just like ruined the punchline because I was like already talking about something else. But anyways, like that's the punchline. Yeah, so if you have any suggestions on like what I should be eating or like what, I don't know, like comment that below please. And then if you like my videos, please subscribe or give me a thumbs up. And if you have a YouTube channel that you want me to check out, please comment that below as well, because I would love to support you if you support me. All right, so I think that I said pretty much everything that I wanted to say. I probably didn't, but whatever. I'm tired, and good night and bye.